What we are seeing is that video is rapidly going mobile. The desktop user that was traditionally hooked to a broadband signal even 2 years ago to be able to watch a video on their computer has ditched that for their tablet and for their smartphone, and they're doing it everywhere that they go. So there's a massive shift to mobile video. There's also a radical shift to watching video on alternative devices like Roku boxes, the gaming consoles. In fact, if we look at something that you don't think of traditionally as millennial type, hip console box content, PBS. PBS, a very general audience focused content, actually sees 4 times the viewing in terms of duration when they look at people who are viewing PBS content on over-the-top devices like video game consoles or smart TVs than they do on their traditional desktop sites. So the audiences are moving very quickly. It's being led by millennials, but it is really a universal phenomenon that audiences are looking for their digital video across multiple screens. ComScore is reporting out on the reach, frequency, demography of campaigns that run in digital. And when we talk about digital, we talk about desktop PCs, obviously, but also mobile and increasingly over the top. So we're working with some of the over the top providers to actually give them reach, frequency, and campaign metrics that are based on the same person-based measures that we'd use for traditional digital measurement, so that they do have an apples-to-apples comparison with other digital. But even more importantly, what we're doing for all of the digital measures is to make sure that they have an apples-to-apples comparison with linear TV. And to do that, we have to make sure that the reach and frequency are actually of humans. Increasingly, we're seeing non-human traffic getting into digital measures. And in order to have a real apples-to-apples comparison with television GRPs, you have to deliver a GRP that is a human GRP. If you wouldn't let a robot watch a TV in your living room and count in your digital television ratings, you shouldn't have that in a digital rating.
So what's happening, how pervasive is this, would you say, the problems of non-human traffic?
It's increasing in video. The CPMs are there because marketers are looking to move budget to where their audiences are. There's a huge incentive for people to create ads base that isn't seen by humans but they can get paid for. It's generally not the quality content companies themselves. They tend to have very good content free of this non-human stuff, but there's enough of it out there from the second tier, less transparent locations that in some cases it can be 40% of a digital video campaign that's not human.
Wow. So what's the prospect for the industry cleaning this up, or is it going to get better or worse before it gets better, or there seems to be awareness about it?
There is, and I do think it's going to get better. There's finally a big understanding that this is happening, but right now many of the systems that people are using to actually address it are very siloed. There's also opportunity for industry associations to get involved, particularly something like the 4As, to really make a stand and ensure that they're only going to buy human content and pay for human ads.